What's up, Diabadass fam? It's your boy Percy Robinson coming at you with another smash hit video. Now today we are in the kitchen and we are making something special for each and every one of you. Now last week I had a nice little conversation with my boy Jimmy P. Shout out to you, Jimmy P. This video is for you and your family. And he was like, yo P, have you ever made sliders? I was thinking, and I was like, I have made sliders before, but they were out of jackfruit. Now these sliders are going to be from mushrooms. They're going to be oyster mushrooms. I like these types of mushrooms because they're nice and meaty. It gives that nice texture that you need, and the amount of flavor and seasoning that I'm about to put in this, it's going to be fire. I made a special type of cheese sauce, and it's not made from potatoes and carrots and all that other stuff, or made from nuts. It's made from something else. You guys gotta stay tuned and watch what I'm about to make with this cheese sauce, because this cheese sauce is fire and desire. Anyways, corny. And my meals are not complete without a nice, beautiful salad. And please, before you even start the video, go look down and click the like button down there somewhere and hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell so you know every time I drop a new video every single week. I hope you guys enjoy this video, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace. Okay, Diabadass fam, we are back, and as you can see, we have these beautiful, voluptuous oyster mushrooms. And I'm just gonna be setting these to the side. I got about 4 packs of these. You can get them at your local Asian markets or any of your grocery stores. But I love oyster mushrooms. They're really meaty and it has that texture that you guys need. So I am just going to oil a pan and I'm going to set the full amount of these oyster mushrooms on one side. You want to make sure you want to have a cast iron skillet because it cooks so much better. Make sure you have 2. And what I'm doing is I'm just pressing it down, and this is going to press all the moisture and everything out of these mushrooms. Now, don't do it bare hand like I did. Get a towel or rag because the top of this pan gets hot. Now, you want to cook it for about 5 to 10 minutes on each side. And what I'm doing now is I'm adding all my seasonings. I'm adding like some salt, well, Himalayan salt, because you guys know how I do. And I add some pepper. And then I apply the saucepan back on top. And then to add a little bit more personality, you're going to add, a steak seasoning of your choosing. I did some kind of off-brand. It doesn't have to be too fancy, but I really like the blend. I like the smell of it. So again, on the other side, I'm putting some Himalayan salt and some pepper just to give it that flavor. I want it to be able to cook in the juices that are in this pan that it's generating, because it's generating, not only from the oil that I use, but it's generating the juices from the seasoning and the mushrooms. So it's going to be really flavorful when you take it out of the pan. And yes, look at that. Doesn't that look really meaty? And you guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and add me on Instagram and subscribe to my channel. On Instagram, I have my bloopers. I have, pictures of food that I take. So it's content you guys do not want to miss out on.
So at this point right here, I didn't clean the pan. I wanted to cook the bell peppers inside the juices that the seasoning and the mushrooms generate. So to help out with caramelizing these bell peppers, I like to use like a lime juice. I don't know the science behind it, but every time I do use the lime juice, it just gets that nice caramelized texture. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for these bell peppers to be nice and caramelized. So right now I'm adding a little bit of salt and pepper, Himalayan salt, and I'm just mixing everything around, just making sure everything is nice and infused. And look at that. See how it's nice and caramelized and sizzling? That's what we're gonna have on our mushrooms. And I'm telling you guys, this tastes amazing. So what I did was, the mushrooms are already cooked. So I'm taking my fork and I'm just breaking everything, trying to shred everything nicely. And once I shred everything, I'm going to add some barbecue sauce. I used a spicy roasted garlic. You can use, a sweet type of barbecue sauce, but I like this hearty type of flavor that this spicy garlic offered me. So I'm just gonna mix everything around. I used about a half a cup of barbecue sauce. Start off with a half a cup. You don't wanna drench it in barbecue sauce. You just wanna have it nicely dusted. And then I'm going to add my bell peppers, and voila, we're going to put that in the oven on 400 for 10 to 15 minutes. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to make a nice salad to go with this slider. You gotta have salad on every meal that you make. So I have a little bit of kale, I had some carrots, and a red or a purple cabbage. And I had an extra pear just laying there and I needed to use it right away. So I was like, why not? Let me experiment and add a little sweet with this bitterness and saltiness. So you guys already know what I'm about to do. Sharpen my knife really nice before I make any cut. It's important to keep your knife nicely sharp so your cuts are so much easier to make. Like this cut right here. With the kale, I like to go along the vein of it with my knife blade. And I don't like to use the vein in my salad. It just makes it harder to chew. So I'm just cutting the leafy part off because that's the only part that I need. And with the vein, you don't have to waste it. You can put it to the side and make a soup out of it. You can put it into the soup. It has so many nutrients inside. So hold on to it, don't throw it away. So I'm gonna do the same for each and every piece of kale that I am preparing. So now that I got everything nicely sliced up, I am going to roll each leaf. Well, I'm going to do it in groups. So I'm going to roll the group of leaves up and make nice little slices for our salad. You don't want to have the big leafy pieces in your salad. It'll be overbearing, but I like to do it just like that there. And you'll see why. Is nicely sliced up, you want to get a nice sized bowl and you want to put this off to the side because we are going to be cutting other vegetables up and I don't want to have the kale in the way. So next on the list is we have the carrot. And as you can see, we wash our vegetables over here. So make sure you guys wash your vegetables. I'm pretty sure you guys do. And I am going to take the outer layer off. So peel the outer layer off of the carrot before I do my fancy design. Again, you can save these carrots and put it into a soup. You don't have to necessarily throw it away. And see what the other side of my peeler, some people think it's fancy, but yeah, it's pretty fancy. And see, I made these nice little thin ribbons, and that's going to go inside the salad. So not only, people, is this salad going to taste amazing, but it's going to look amazing. You want to make sure whoever is eating this takes a look at him like, man, I can't wait to take a bite out of this. So yeah, you want to mix everything around. Boom, we're done with that. So on to the purple cabbage. Now, remember earlier I said sharpen your knife? This is why. With a dull knife, it would take forever to cut this thing in half. So again, what we're going to do is we are going to take the core piece off, because we want our guests or ourselves to have a pleasant bite. So when you make your cuts, you want to make sure they are as thin as possible. Like I said, you want to make sure your guests have a nice bite. You don't want them chewing through a bunch of stuff. So right now I am just sifting through all the big thick pieces and I'm putting them to the side. And again, side note, you can use the pieces that you don't in this salad in a soup. And I'm adding this on into the bowl. I mean, could we take a moment and just really enjoy these colors? I mean, people, this stuff is going into your body.
God put this here for me and you. Take advantage, man. Take advantage.
Now, I know what some of you guys are thinking. Oh man, a pear? Really? Trust me, this pear set the salad off. It's really good to experiment. So basically what I'm doing to cut the seed out is I'm making diagonal cuts and you have this nice little look. But anyways, I'm making small little slices just like that there. And voila, this is going to go in the salad too. I'm telling you guys, this salad tastes amazing. It didn't even last in my house. So on to making the dressing. If you haven't already, I have a video, I believe I'll put it up on the corner, and it actually shows how to make this dressing with all the measurements. So check it out. And I'm just gonna give it a nice little whisk. Make sure everything is nicely infused, and you guys know what my motto is. We gotta taste as we go, because how are we gonna know how the flavor is going to be at the end? So that's what I did. And yes, I washed my hands, so. And just like that, amazing. And I'm going to drizzle the dressing over this and give it a nice toss. And I tell you guys, this salad is amazing. So what's next is the cheese sauce. So we have the minced garlic, we have smoked paprika, we have cumin, we have turmeric, we have natural yeast, we have milk, well, oat milk, we have chili powder, turmeric, and we have oat flour. And you cannot forget the butter beans. So yes, that is the ingredient. We are using butter beans. This is my first time actually trying this. One thing I did forget to add is the vegan butter. And I believe the recipe is about 1/4 of the vegan butter to go in there. And I guess that's why my cheese didn't come out the way that I wanted it to come out. But I'm gonna put all the ingredients inside the blender. And I was actually amazed when I seen how the consistency came out, even without the vegan butter. It really turned out really good. And I'm gonna squeeze a little bit of lemon inside. Don't squeeze too much, just do like a tablespoon of lemon. Now you want to give it a nice blend until it has a nice smooth consistency. So yeah, I'm looking inside. I gotta do a taste test because I still wasn't believing it. And then once I tasted, you guys, I was like, yeah, this is it. So there you have it. You have your vegan homemade cheese. Now it is time for the plating. So, you know, I had to get a little fancy on you guys. I'm in a few groups on Facebook, and each day, each week, they just inspire me to step my game up. I mean, some of their plating game is just amazing. So yeah, I mean, I'm a little competitive, so what? But you know, iron sharpens iron. So as you can see, I'm putting the salad just like that there. Doesn't that look beautiful? I mean, you guys. Oh, and I have a pretzel roll. So I'm putting this all on a pretzel roll. So like I said, in my house, this did not stand a chance. I really thought that they were going to be grossed out by the mushrooms, but they tore into this. And as you can see, it looks amazing. And of course, we gotta add the cheese. Drip, drip, drip. Wow. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have a meal that you and your family can enjoy and be healthy while you're doing it. Can we have a round of applause, please?
Okay, Diabadass fan, we are back, baby. We are back. Now, wasn't that amazing? I gotta stop doing that. I really gotta stop doing that. But anyways, wasn't that a great video? I mean, the food tasted so good. The family didn't even leave me any for lunches next week. So I'm turning meat eaters into vegans, so I must be doing something right. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I really hope you guys took some notes, and I really hope you guys take all that information and bring it back home with you and apply everything that you just learned today so yourself and your family can enjoy this wonderful, colorful meal. And a meal that is good for you. That's the thing. We want something that's going to taste good. Something that you can put in your body that's good for your body but tastes good. We have been conditioned and we have been trained for years to eat a certain way, and sometimes we just have to unlearn and relearn. So I hope this information that you received was informational and you learned a lot If you did, drop a like, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. You guys already know the deal, and you know what time it is. If you eat good, you live good, and you feel good. And don't forget to tune in, tell a friend, and subscribe. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.